Ladies first.
Is everybody listening?
Yes!
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lauren. I was one of the matron of honor, one of the older sisters, and best friend. I can't even get past the first sentence, so try and bear with me.
You got this. You can do it. You can do it.
Yes, you can.
You can do it.
Go, Lauren.
We still love
Too
you.
much in here. I think it's safe to say that I've always known I would one day be the maid or matron of honor at Lee's wedding, which means I've always known I would one day have to give this toast. And yet every time I tried to write this, I had a really hard time figuring out what to say. And I think I figured out what my problem was. How could I find any words perfect enough to express everything I would want to say to Lee on her wedding day? So now that that day is here, I think what I really want to say is, can I get an adjournment?
Overruled.
So I guess what I will say is, Lee, you're my best friend. You've been my best friend since the day you were born. It's always been me and you. And while I will admit that there were times I got a little annoyed at having my little sister tag along, I think those were the exception. It was always, what do we want to do today? Where do we want to go? When we were little, it was, what toys should we play with? Maybe our My Little Ponies, maybe our Crystal Princesses. Yes, I always got the best ones. The butterfly one was awesome. That school's one for the diamond day. I think the comment Joe made a couple weekends ago summed it up perfectly. My God, you two are exactly the same person.
I wasn't good.
We took it in a good way, even though Jody meant it. When I had to go off to college, that was one of the hardest things I had to do, because I was by myself. And on my first night, I sat around thinking, what am I going to do without Lee? Luckily, that only lasted for a year, because, no surprise, you joined me at Fairfield. Pretty sure you didn't even apply to any other schools. And thank God for Fairfield, because that's where Lee met Brittany. And I think we all have to thank Brittany for inviting Lee to Long Island that Memorial Day weekend in 2007, where she really did meet her Prince Charming. Yes, I mean Joe.
That's a little stretch. There's Joe. It's his day, Fitz, not yours.
Now, Joe, I'm sorry to say, I don't remember the exact day that I met you. I know, you're talking. But I do remember that whenever that was, I could see how happy Lee was every time you were around. And looking at her beautiful, smiling face today, I can say how happy I am that you are the lucky man she chose to be her husband. As her husband, I know you are now her best friend. I'm happy to pass that torch because, first, it was exhausting. But also because I know how much she loves you. And while I'm a little worried you're taking her on this great white shark adventure in Cancun, I know that you'll always be there to take care of her. I hope that, as time goes forward, you both remember what you always felt when you first realized you were falling in love. And also remember that I was here first. So if everyone would raise a glass and join me in congratulating Lee and Joe and wishing them a lifetime of love and happiness together.
Yeah.